Welcome back to the Av Attack. I'm your host, Prescott Chambers. The Avs return to their original form as the Quebec Nordiques for the second time in this 2025-26 season, and this team continues to make a statement against every team they face. In this game 25 of the regular season, at home versus the Montreal Canadiens for the Battle of Quebec. This is the second game of a back-to-back for the Nordiques, and they are coming off their first loss in the last 11 games. The Canadiens come into this one on a 3-game win streak. We get double mascots in this one as Bada Boom, the old mascot for the Quebec Nordiques, is in the house to accompany Bernie in cheering on the team. And Valeri Nichushkin is now day-to-day, which means he could very well be back as soon as Tuesday against the Canucks. Starting goalies for this one were Jakub Dobish and Mackenzie Blackwood. Period 1, a pretty even matchup to start this game. At .350, Brock Nelson gets called on a high stick, giving the Canadiens their first power play. Blackwood makes a beautiful save, and then another, and the Nords kill. Some more back and forth, and at 7:32, Brock Nelson snipes one for his 600th career point and to put the Nordiques on the board. Assist from Arturi Lehkonen and Yoel Kiviranta. It's 1-0 Quebec. Blackwood continues to make sprawling saves. Quebec is looking a bit shaky in their own zone, but at 13:23, a huge collision with Landeskog and Anderson on Montreal's doorstep knocks the net off of the post, and a puck from Brock Nelson's stick makes it through the pile to make it 2-0 Nordiques. The goal is later given to Landeskog as it goes off his toe with assists from Brock Nelson and Ross Colton. The Canadiens decide to challenge, but it's determined that the actions of Anderson caused the net to be upended, and the goal stands, which gives the Nords another power play that the Habs are able to kill. Montreal's net keeps popping off the post ever since the collision happened, so they kind of stop the game to have the ice crew come out and fix that. The Nords start maintaining good puck possession, getting more shots on net, and after one, the score is 2-0 Quebec. Period 2, the Nordiques aren't slowing down to start this one. At just 50 seconds in, right off the puck drop, Brent Burns rifles one past Dobish to make it 3-0 Quebec. The assist from Brock Nelson, who was taking the puck drop on that one. The Habs get a couple more chances that don't make it to the net. Then at 3:55, Brock Nelson, who is just on fire, scores his second goal of the game off a beautiful pass from Marty Necas with the second assist from Arturi Lehkonen. We see a few hats fly out onto the ice as many thought the earlier goal off Landy's foot was awarded to Nelson. So everyone thought that was his third goal. A few minutes pass, the Habs get a decent rush, and at 8:27, Ivan Demidov puts one past Blackwood with assist from I'm gonna totally obliterate this name. No, I'm not. Yuriaj Slavkovsky. I think I did okay. And Oliver Kapanen to put Montreal on the board. It's now 4-1. It looked like Malinsky bumped Blackwood on accident, and he just wasn't able to push off the post to get set for that goal. So it was just kind of a unfortunate mishap, but we were up 4 goals, so I wasn't too worried. The Nords turn up the pressure a bit on Montreal. The Habs start to dish out some more checks, get a little more physical. Shots are 22-17 in favor of the Nordiques with 4 minutes remaining in the second. Kapanen drags Necas to the ground, and they get in a little shoving match. Both get a 2-minute minor, and we go to 4-on-4 with a minute and 56 seconds left on the clock. I always enjoy the 4-on-4, however, because it really opens up the ice. More room for activities and whatnot. But after a good cycle from Quebec, at 19:05, Nathan MacKinnon wrists one into the back of the net off a little pass off the pad from Gabe Landeskog, with the second assist from Cale Makar. The second period comes to a close, and we head into the third with a score of 5-1 Nordiques. Period 3, Montreal is definitely still trying to push for a second goal, but Quebec seems to have full control of this one. At 2:51, on a 2-on-1 rush, Marty Necas throws one to Devon Taves, who passes back to Necas, but it goes off Mike Matheson's stick for Taves' first goal of the season and another Nordiques goal. It's 6-1 Quebec. At 4:18, Taves goes to the box for slashing, giving the Habs another power play. And at 5:10, Lane Hutson hammers a rocket of a one-timer past Blackwood to make the score 6-2. The assist from Cale Caulfield and Nick Suzuki on that one. At 5:45, Jake Evans gets called for a high stick, giving the Nords their second power play. And at 6:52, Nathan MacKinnon throws one towards the net, where Gabriel Landeskog tips it in for his second goal of the game. The second assist from Marty Necas. It's now 7-2 Quebec. We get some back and forth until at 9:22, Necas gets cross-checked by Josh Anderson and draws another penalty. The Nords get a pretty good cycle going on this power play, but the Canadiens are able to kill this one. Necas is stick handling like a madman in this one, and he finally annoys the defenders enough. And Josh Anderson gets called yet again, this time for slashing on Necas at 15:07. Some chaos ensues, and Dobish makes a great save to kill the third Nordiques power play. The Nords continue to put pressure on Montreal, but the final seconds come to a close, and we end this one with a final score of 7-2 Nordiques. Overall, I can't even comprehend how great this team is right now. This is the most fun I've ever had watching Avalanche hockey. I mean, besides winning the 2022 Cup, of course. Brock Nelson scores his 600th career point and went off for 3 more with 2 goals and 2 assists in this one. The Nate Dogg gets a goal and 2 assists and is still leading the NHL in points with 41, currently ahead of second place Macklin Celebrini by 5 points. The next game is on Tuesday, December 2nd at home versus the Vancouver Canucks. And until then, as always, I'm your host Prescott Chambers for the Av Attack. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.